Now I'm going to teach you how to use the spaced repetition markers to study with the physical version of Kanjideck. Here we have the markers. I'm going to take all of them and distribute them in, we'll separate them. Here's review every 8th day, every 16th day, every 4th day, every other day, and review every day. Now, I'll take all the cards that I want to learn today. Say that you want to learn 3 cards per day. I'll take a few of them and I'll shuffle them and I'll place them in the review everyday pile. This is level 1. This is level 2, and you can see that there. And this is level 3, 4, 5, and 6. Every time that you study, you want to take all the cards that you're meant to review and all the cards that you want to learn. And you want to look at each of them individually and think, do I know what this card means and one of its readings? You just have to memorize one reading for the first time, and you can learn the others as you go. So this one means 2. You can read this as ni or fta. And I did know this card, so I'm going to move it to the next level. That's there now. I'm going to keep reviewing all of them until the level 1 is completely clear. This is what you do the first time that you're studying with Kanjideck. So this is for person, and this is for 1. You can see that there. So now that that's done, I'm going to pack, so I've reviewed all the cards that I wanted to learn today. So now I'm going to pack all of these, but I'm going to keep these in the level 2. I'm going to pack that and that, and now put it all together with all of the cards that I had in the rest of the deck and store them away in my box. So now, the next day, say that today is the 2nd day of the month. Right, so the next day, I'm going to start again by splitting these into piles. Very good. I'm going to take the 3 cards that I want to learn per day and shuffle them and put in the review everyday pile. This is the first level. Now, today, I already have cards in some piles. So I have to start by doing a review of all the cards that I have. Now, you don't review all cards every day. You only review certain piles. And that's what these are for. This pile you'll only review the cards in every 4th day. And this one every 8th day, and this one every 16th day, and this one just once every month. And there's a small helpful thing here which says, this is the 3rd, 7th day, the 11th day, the 15th, the 19th, and etc. So if you're going by the days of the month, you can just get here and say, is today the 15th? If yes, then I want to study this pile. If it's the 30th as well, and if not, then don't study it. So today, consider that it's the 2nd day of the month, and here, review every other day, we don't have the number 2. So we're just not going to review this pile. Okay, very good. Let's get to the previous one. So so we always start with the highest level and go back and review from the top to the bottom. So now I'm going to review the cards which are in the review everyday pile. I'm going to take all of them and I'm going to review them until I know that until I remember all of its readings and meanings. And if yes, then I'm going to move them to the next level. So here we have the card for entering, and I'm going to move it to the next level, the card for these, just move it, and this one I don't know, oh, it is 10, okay, so I'm just going to put that there, and wait a few moments, potentially go through the rest of the cards that I have to learn, and then get back to it. Do I know now what it means? If yes, then I can just move it to the next level, and that's that. So now I'm going to pick up all of my cards again, and pack them up, and keep the markers separating each of the levels. So at the moment, we only have one level with card, which is level number 2. Okay, that's very good. Let's start day 3. Let's put these into piles. Oops. Pile number 2, and pile number 1. So you'll see here that today we have a few more cards to review. I'm just going to take a few more to learn today, say 3 cards to learn today. Now, let's take all of the cards and shuffle them perhaps. These are the cards that I'm only going to review every other day, and today is the 3rd day of the month, so I will review these. Right, let's take them, and now for every one, we're reviewing them, Do I know what this means? If yes, it moves to the next level. If no, then it goes to the first level. Always it goes to the first level. Right, so let's get started. This card stands for person, and I did know that, so I'm going to move it to the next level. This card stands for 2, so I'm just going to move it to the next level as well. This one, what did it stand for? I don't remember. So I will have to move it to the first level again. These will review after reviewing the level number 2. Okay, so I'll do a few more. I didn't know that one, that one. Right, so now that we're done with reviewing the highest level that we had cards in, we'll move to the previous level. So this level includes the cards that we failed at reviewing and the new cards that we want to learn today. So I'm just going to put a few of them into the next level if I knew them, and back into here if I didn't. So I'm just going to go along and put a few of them there. I didn't know that one. I did. Okay, so now I'm going back to the first pile and see if I learn all of these until they're gone, or if I don't really want to learn this one today, I'll just put it aside. Right, let's pack up for the 4th day. Now I'm going to take all of the cards, and I'm going to keep the markers separating each of the cards that I have in the levels. That's why they're space repetition markers, because they help separate the cards that I should learn in different intervals. Right, so today is day 4. I'm going to place the cards on the table again. Here's review every 16th day. Oops. That one's meant to go all in the same pile. All of those as well. And all of that. So now, what day is it today? It's the 4th. And so should I review this pile today? The answer is no. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those there. Should I review this pile today? Also no. This one is also only meant to be... Oh wait, today's the 4th. Yeah, exactly. So this pile is only meant to be studied on the 7th. So I'm not going to study any of these 2 piles. I may study a few more cards. Perhaps I want to add 1 card to learn today. And if I do, I'll just try to learn it and move the card to the next level. Right, I'll pack it up all again. And now it's the 5th day. Right, 5th day. What cards do I have to study? Oh, these I do. Okay, very good. So I'm just going to study these and move a few of them up and a few of them down. Now the cards that went down, I have to study them because every day I want to finish with a completely clear pile of review every day. So now these I'll move, okay, now I remember this, moves to the next level. And do I remember this one? No, okay, I'll leave it there again. Look at it again in a few moments. Okay, now do I remember? Yes, it is 10. Very good. So I'm going to move it to the next level. Right, now I'll pack everything again, and now is the 6th day. And what cards will I review? So the 6th, I don't review these. The 6th, I don't review these. So I'll just add 1 more card, and I'll learn until I know it, and move it there. And I'll pack everything again. And now, so the point is, the cards that you've learned recently, you don't have to learn every day. If you've already memorized them, you only want to look at them again when you're about to forget them. So on the 7th day, now I will take a look at all of these. And so some of them I'll move to the first level, some of them I'll move to the first level. So the ones that I didn't know go to the first level, the ones that I did know just move to the next level, which is the 8th day. And now that I've reviewed all the cards in the 4th day, I'll go and back and review the cards from the 2nd pile. And here I'll have a few. And all of these, I happen to still know them, so I'll move them to the 4th day. Now the important thing is the cards that are here, you always review them, so you'll see them a lot. But when you memorize them, you can move them to the next level and you'll see them a little bit less. After you learn these, you'll move them to the next level and you'll see them a bit less. And after you move from this level to the next one, it means that you already know it pretty well, so you need to look at it a little bit less. If you didn't, then it'll move to the first level, and that means you'll go through the ladder all 1 more time. Now, at some point, some cards, you'll only have to review them every month to keep remembering them. And some cards, you'll need to see even less. And that's where the application comes in, because this is a much cruder method of keeping reviews spaced out. But if you use an algorithm, an application that does this calculation for you automatically, it can do it more fine-grained and automatically. So it is quite good to use the digital version of Kanjideck in together with the physical version, or perhaps after you learn the first 80 cards, you want to move to the digital version and learn from there. And yeah, remember, when you pick the cards up, you will use the markers to separate different levels that you left the cards in, so that when you come back to them the next day, you'll know where you were and you'll know which cards you have still to review. Right, that's the tutorial for physical space repetition using Kanjideck. Thank you.